Thank you very much. I am honored to be here, and I want to thank COFAC for the opportunity to come and speak with you today. I know we've been sitting through a long afternoon, and so I will do my best to make it as entertaining as I can and as brief as I can. Today, I want to share with you some of the work and some strategies on how universities can work together with the elementary and secondary schools to strengthen STEM education, or STEAM education in this case. But first, before I begin, let me talk a little bit about why we would want to do this. What are some of the goals we would have in working together with universities and the K through 12 community? First, we want to help get students inspired to pursue careers and pursue their studies in STEM fields and hopefully pursue careers in those areas. That's a very important goal and probably one of the top reasons. Second, we want to support teachers and educators. I know we have many of you here today, and it's very important that we continue to support your role, your development in the STEM fields. Third, we want to help provide schools with resources that they might not normally have available to themselves. And this is something that the universities often have many more resources than elementary and secondary schools. We want to help enable gifted students to pursue more advanced studies, and this is an area where universities are particularly strong. We want to help increase the competitiveness of our faculty. In the United States, the funding agencies from the government require that many proposals reach out to the education community, and so we want to help our faculty do a good job with that. And finally, we want to support the brand of our university, Northwestern University in my case, and perhaps some of the universities around here that you work with as well. We want to make students aware of those universities so they're interested and excited in pursuing their studies there. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the work that we do at Northwestern University, at the office that I direct, which is the Office of STEM Education Partnerships. And of course, we focus mainly on the Chicago area, but this could serve as a model for you as you work with your universities or to approach the universities nearby and encourage them to adopt some of these partnerships with you. So our office was founded in 2007. We have 7 full-time staff, and we've forged partnerships with 40 or more, close to 50 now, local schools, and we've worked so far with over 200 teachers in our area. Our mission is to connect students, teachers, and parents with the world-class resources of Northwestern University and with universities and other institutions like the museums you've heard about today around the world. Northwestern University is the number 12th ranked university by U.S. News and World Report in the United States, so we're certainly well recognized, and many of our teachers are excited about being able to work with us. We want to help our faculty partners develop their outreach plans to partner more effectively. And over the long term, because of how the funding works, and I'm sure it's very similar here, the research funding comes and goes, and we don't want our education programs to die off when the funding ends. So what we do is work together to continue those programs even after the faculty research has ended so that we can continue to support our teachers and our students at the pre-college level. So at the very highest level, what we do is we connect 2 very different groups. On the one hand, Northwestern University has 2,500 faculty members. That's a huge number of faculty. And on the other hand, we have a very big community of elementary and secondary teachers and students. Chicago and Seoul are about the same size population. In Chicago alone, we have over 600 schools, and if you count the surrounding area, probably double or triple that number. And so my office, which we call OSEP, you see in the orange circle in the middle, really sits between these two large audiences and tries to connect the needs of the elementary and secondary community with the resources, the arrow that you see on the top, that we have. And we try to fit together both the needs that we hear about from schools and the resources that we know that we have available. So today, in the interest of time, I want to share with you 4 sample partnership strategies that we use. And hopefully this will give you some ideas of strategies that you can use yourself in your schools or by reaching out to your local universities. And certainly if you'd like assistance, you can reach out to the leadership at COFAC, and I would be more than happy to help assist with the work that you're doing with your universities. So the 4 that I want to speak about today are programs directly for students, programs for teachers, a unique program that we have with our graduate students, and finally I'm going to wrap up with some discussion on some ways that we can use technology to support those sorts of outreach and partnership strategies. So first, let's talk about student programs. Some of the programs that we have at Northwestern include lab day visits, where we bring students from schools into the research labs at the university. And these serve a variety of purposes. First, it exposes students to current research practices and gives them an opportunity to develop role models with the graduate students and the faculty and researchers in those labs. For example, last year we had a lab day where we brought 25 of the top students from our local high school to the university and gave them a tour of some of the labs to inspire them. And this year, as opposed to picking the top students, we picked sort of the middle and lower tier students who weren't sure that they wanted to go to college or weren't sure that they were that interested in STEM, and we brought them to the university, gave them a tour of the campus, showed them some labs, had them do activities, and really got them excited, not just about coming to our university, but pursuing their interest at any university that they might choose. Another example that program that we offer is we bring together sort of like a science fair with the undergraduate students who are also doing research and presenting their work. And so we have both high school student presentations right next to undergraduate student research presentations so that the high school students can see what the level of work is that's expected of them when they get into an undergraduate institution. And also they can sort of get excited about some of the opportunities for pursuing their research that they're doing at high school at the next level. Now let's talk a little bit about our teacher programs, and these are some of our stronger programs because we really can have a much larger impact by working with our teachers at the K-12 level. So one type of program that we offer are participation in research symposiums. Like most universities, we bring together researchers from around the country or around the world to share their research and share their findings. And what we do in our office, my office, is we bring teachers in to participate in these university level, professional level symposiums. So for example, in 2008, we had a symposium on stem cell research, and so we had 20 or 30 teachers come and participate in that. Last year we did a climate change symposium where we had researchers sharing the most recent results on climate change, and the teachers were able to participate in that. And coming up next year, we're going to offer a biotechnology symposium, again, to expose teachers to the kind of biotech research that's going on in the pharmaceutical industry and elsewhere. And this is a chance for them to, for teachers to really get a sense of what's happening right now, today, in these research fields. We also work with the teachers for them to develop activities for their classroom based on what they learned that day in the symposium, so they can take it back to their students and engage with them in some activities. And we ask the teachers to share these activities on our website